Hello. Today we'll be discussing potential solutions to the plastic crisis in our country. We are Engineering Group 15. My name is Jacob Moon.
My name is Marius Garland.
And my name is Patrick Macklin. So each year, 32 million tons of plastic waste enter our landfills. The landfills are running out of room and polluting our environment. Much of this waste could be avoided if we were able to create containers that were biodegradable. And so our team is tasked with redesigning a plastic chip bag to reduce its impact on the environment by being totally biodegradable or compostable. This problem affects every single person on the planet, as the pollution of our planet is a global issue that will have catastrophic effects if not addressed.
Prior are different solutions that we were thinking about using. So our first one was a potato chip bag, kind of like the ones we use now. The second one is more of a box-shaped potato chip bag, and then the last one is a cylinder one, kind of like Pringles.
So one of our considered solutions was to use corn-based plastic as our bag material. Now we're going to go into more detail about why we didn't choose this idea for our final solution later on in the presentation. But the main reason it didn't make the cut is because it really isn't as biodegradable as we had initially thought.
And then for our second bag, for wax bags, was our other considered solution. And this one did not make the cut because of similar reasons, but we will get into that later on in the presentation.
Now, for the solution that we did go with, we actually looked for inspiration in nature, and we saw that ducks have a hydrophobic oil that they put on themselves for when they go in water. It's called preen oil, and it is actually able to be manufactured in labs very inexpensively. So our potential solution would be using this along with paper bags to make them hydrophobic.
So here's our final design. As you can see, it looks very similar to a conventional chip bag, as because we want to keep the manufacturing costs low. And so our bags are also going to be sealed using the same adhesive found in paper straws, as it's eco-friendly and it's also food safe. And because of the nature of this project, we couldn't physically test any of our models, so we had to base our decisions on studies and research that others have done.
So the way we actually came about with deciding that this solution was best was using a tool called the weighted decision matrix. So this actually, it models our 4 criteria against each other for each solution. And you can see we used reduced plastic in landfills as our highest weighted criteria. Then using the information that we found from research, we scored them 1 to 5. And this gave us a number that would tell us which solution would be the best for us based on our targets and based on these weights. And we actually found that the bird bags was the best based on the information that we're now going to talk about.
So for cost of production, as you can see, for grain oil, it was 6 cents, wax paper was 5 cents, corn base, which is very significantly higher at 8 cents, and plastic bag was at 1 cent. These were the different types of costs that we used to decipher which solution we would choose.
So here we kind of laid out the time to decompose for each of these materials. As you can see, bird bags take the least amount of time, followed by wax paper taking about 3 months. And then finally the corn-based plastics, which takes 75 years to decompose, which is just far too high to be viable.
So some potential drawbacks to our solution was that the bird bags actually scored lowest in terms of durability. This was based on a research that a lab did on tensile strength of the 4 different solutions. But we can see it's pretty much comparable to the wax line bags. And the wax line bags obviously perform very well. They're used in daily use everywhere. So we thought that it wouldn't actually provide that much of a problem, that they're the lowest. And from our decision matrix, you could see that the good outweighed the bad in this situation.
And here's our references and other sources that we use to come about with these solutions and different ideas. And all together, we came about with a very well thought out solution that we think would benefit for our. Thank you.